Yeah.
I get it.
Anyway, going back to Saturday, I had to
Yes.
take down a tree. I had to take down a tree in my front yard.
15-year-old Harrison came back to visit.
And they keep saying this is 15-year-old Harrison coming back. He didn't come. That didn't
It was.
happen. It was not.
From
But
the
I had
stories
to take.
hear.
I had to take down this tree, and I had to take it down because it was dying.
Dad said he showed up and you had some song.
Listen.
Some
To
hands
preface this, I had to take down that we have a tree in our front yard. It's the only tree in our
It's an
yard.
ash tree.
It's the only tree in our yard. It's an ash tree, and it was dead, very dead. Bark coming off of it everywhere. You could literally touch it, and something would fall off. And half of the tree would bloom leaves, the other half would not. So it looks stupid in the front yard.
Right.
So, all right, we had to cut it down. And it's kind of nice because we get all the firewood. But I told Dad, I said, hey, what time you want to come over tomorrow or today? He said, around 10:30, 11. I was like, all right, sweet. Go out there around 10:15, 30 minutes pass by, still not there yet. I'm like, all right, well, it's 11. He said 11. 2 hours later, I'm there out in the sun going at the tree because I kind of figured, I was like, you know what? I
didn't expect to see you with a knife.
I was like, you know
Kitchen
what?
knife.
He's never going to show up. So I'm just going to, keep doing it with the handsaw. And my thinking was that I can take down the little branches with the handsaw, which I was doing. I was taking down the little branches with the handsaw, so then it saves us time. And then 3 hours later, I was taking down the main parts of the tree with this handsaw. It took forever, but I did it. And so literally when he got there, half the tree was already gone because I was cutting it down. I
Right.
spent almost the entire day
I
out
can
there.
only imagine what your neighbors were
We
thinking.
finished at 3:30. Oh, I'm sure they were. I'm surprised none of them came up to me and were like, hey, you want my chainsaw?
Right.
I kind of wish they did. Anyway. And the chainsaw was in our garage, ready to be used.
Why didn't you get it out and use it?
Because Dad said before
I'm
he
gonna
left,
let
he said,
me-
hey, listen, don't touch this. Something's wrong with it.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, okay, fine. He gets there and just starts it up willy-nilly. I was like, okay, well, something can't be that wrong with it. Otherwise, I would have used it. So,
Oh god.
and I sat there for probably 30 minutes trying to read through the manual and get it going and whatnot.
Right.
And I just ended up not doing anything with it. So I kept using my handsaw, and it was just, and not only did we take it down, but then we had to take down all the leaves and half of it's dead, half of it has leaves. So I'm tearing off each leaf from these branches and throwing the wood to the side. And so that took forever. And then we have to log or haul all this wood to the backyard, which was a lot of wood. It was a decent amount of wood. That took forever. And then we had to bag up the rest of it. And that took forever.
Yep. What'd you do with all the bags? Are you just waiting for the trash guy?
I threw them at the dumpster.
You threw them in the dumpster.
Yeah. I
There
still
you
have
go.
one more to bring. Yeah. Well, we used the bags to take care of the leaves and the remaining wood that I literally couldn't do anything else with. I got these 120-gallon tubs for this wood, and not two of them, and they were filled. I had to place some of the wood on the outside.
Well, I caution all of you guys when you're working with your father because it's called dad.
Oh, listen, I know. I should
It's
have.
called dad time.
I
You
should.
know
I
this.
should have
It's like
expected
dad
it.
time.
You
You
know what
gotta-
though? He was playing nice with me though, because the last few times he showed up on time, and so I'm like, what? You know what? He's gonna show up on time today.
Listen, your
He's
poor
been-
father.
He's been doing a great
I
job.
sent you a text
Lo and
because
behold, I should have known that something was gonna happen. It's the good times were over. I was due in for
you were doing for
some
dad
dad
time.
time. Yeah. I texted him. I said, "Where are you?" It's like, and I understand he's got a lot going on. The problem, which has always been the problem, is he doesn't tell me. He doesn't tell me what he's doing. He'll just say, I'll end up finding out when he gets to my house that he went to 5 other places before he came to my place,
Yes.
which is fine. I don't care. You can do what you want to do. You have your other things that you got to do, but just let me know.
yeah.
And it's not like this is the first time this has happened.
Yes.
This has happened
He
throughout my
doesn't
entire
want-
life.
because he
Harrison,
doesn't.
listen, I'll be home in 30 minutes. All right. 2 hours later, he's been to the bank, went to go get his hair cut. Went to go get a manicure, went to go buy another Traeger, and now he's home. That's what happened.
Listen, in defense of your father, first of all, his heart is in the right place. He does not want to disappoint you people.
Oh, speaking of, hold on,
I
have to interrupt again.
He does not.
Because I got the obligatory text from mother saying, "Listen, your father's doing everything he can. Okay, he's just trying. His heart's in the right place. I know it is. He's just." And I knew that text was coming after he showed up or after that call, because I called my mom. I called her and I was like, "Where is he?" I was like, "What's he doing?" She's like, he just walked into the house from the Verizon store. I was like, why is he at the Verizon store?
Because your other brothers
Oh my
are
God.
hounding him because Johnny's phone's broken.
Because they need a new phone.
Your
because
other brother,
broken.
he's trying to make everybody happy.
Oh my God.
He's trying to
I
juggle
tell ya.
all those balls.
Listen,
and bless his heart, he does an
You know what?
amazing job.
You know what? That I do. I commend him.
And
for
so
doing
he
that.
does not want to disappoint anyone. And so
Oh
in his
no.
effort to not disappoint anyone, he's
It's
trying to
understandable.
over deliver.
You know what? It's understandable.
And so he wants to
do
tell
they
you
really
the time.
need new phones? No, not really.
Yes, they did.
No.
It was broken. His screen was not
John
working.
maybe. Did Holden need a new one?
No.
No. Does Trevor?
No, but
No.
Trevor's not getting one
Oh.
yet. His is still fine. So anyway,
I've had my phone for years.
and he
And
wasn't
mainly-
feeling well on top of it, and
Yeah,
he
well,
got it all done with you.
I didn't know that.
You got it. You guys got it all done.
We did. And meanwhile, we're doing this. Trevor, bless his heart. He is so funny. He's a workhorse.
Yes.
If you tell him to do something, he'll do it. The problem is that if you know him, he'll talk your ear off.
Yeah.
And so we're taking apart this tree, and and Trevor is taking these leaves off. I'm kind of delegating him, and he's taking these leaves off. And he's talking to Madeline, right? And he'll stop with the branch in his hand and just be like, haha, like I was doing Winston's yard the other day. And he'll
Right.
just keep talking. Be like,
Yes.
Trevor, keep taking the leaves off. He's like, oh, right. And he'll keep taking them off. And then he'll stop again and look at Matt. And then when Dad could just touch the chainsaw, and Trevor would be like, what are you doing? Like, he'll just look at him. Be like, just mesmerized. If he's going to pick up the chainsaw, cut down more of the tree, just stop.
All right.
We'll stop with
Whatever
with
he's doing.
I'm like, oh my God. Like, Trevor, just, I don't know. Just take the leaves off or do something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's amazing because I think it must be with people that he knows really well that he stops to visit, because one of the things that he likes so much is visiting. And so he will stop what he's doing to visit, not realizing that then it's going to take him that much longer. But he must do the work in a timely manner with all these other people because they all keep asking him to do all this work.
Yeah, I would assume so.
So he must stay busy or they don't work with him. Maybe they're not working with him. So then he doesn't have anybody
Oh, no.
to visit
I
with.
don't think they work with him. He's just out there himself.
Right.
And so he's just doing it himself. Has nothing to do.
Yeah.
Has no one to talk to.
So then he stays on task.
I probably looked like an idiot out there doing, or
Show
at
everybody
least,
your arms.
At least in the back, they probably can't see. The sunburn's pretty much gone, and you can't really tell the tan lines. But in the backyard, I got those tubs, right? And so I was trying to make more room in the tubs. So I would get on top of the tubs and stomp on the wood. And so I'm like holding onto the top of the fence, like jumping up and down on this. I probably look so stupid, but it worked.
And
You
how
get-
much wood did you get into the?
I probably got half of it in there.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And then
You
I
can
took
always
the big,
rotate it then through
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or that's what I was thinking. And then we kept these huge logs that are outside of the tubs, and then some more like medium-sized pieces on the other side of the tubs. So, you know what's funny is that we haven't had a bonfire yet. So, who knows how long this wood's gonna last? Probably 10 years
It could last a
at
long
this
time.
rate.
Well, that tree that we tore down in our house was the ash tree, because it had that ash borer mite or whatever, which is what happened to your
Yep.
tree. It was a ginormous tree. I mean, you're talking about a tree that was 50 years old.
yeah.
Remember how wide that tree
Yep.
was? We had wood that went the whole length of the fence.
Yep.
We had so much wood that we ended up we put it on Craigslist and was like free
Yeah.
wood. And somebody actually used it to heat their house. They were so thankful that they
Yep.
came and picked it up in a trailer and took away a bunch of it because we couldn't use it. I mean, we just weren't using
One
all
thing's
of
for
it.
sure. I'm never taking down a tree ever again.
You're not doing it.
Nope. I will gladly pay somebody my hard-earned money to do that.
It's a lot of work.
And I will keep doing these projects once by myself and then just pay somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
So
But now you could do it if you had to do it.
I
You know,
could.
If Casey
Will I?
calls you and says,
I know, but even then, the problem with that stuff, and especially with mulch, is that this stuff is never ending. It feels like it's always there, and no matter how much you take away, it's still there. Like that's what I hate about mounds of mulch, is that you'll be digging, right? You'll be spreading mulch, whatever, and it just never goes away. It always feels like it's there and not going away.
yeah, but at some point you reach the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, but I'd like to see some progress while I'm doing it, and I
Right.
don't see any. While I was taking apart these leaves, branches, there's still a crap ton left. I'm like, oh my god, how much? It's so discouraging.
It
That's
is.
why I take a break and watch everybody else do it.
Sit on the porch.
Yeah, but I got sunburned on my arms, my neck, my back, of my calves. I have not recovered from that day yet. I'm hurting.
Dad said he came home and he was like,
I'm
well,
hurting.
I got to see 15-year-old Harrison again.
My body hurts. Like those branches, they got me good.
Did they?
I have like bruises all on my legs, like just like little like blood clots from them hitting me in the leg.
Were you wrestling with the tree? What were you doing?
I was using a handsaw, so practically, yeah, pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
And the day before, I was weed whacking, and I guess I had too much string on the weed whacker because some of it came off and hit me in the leg, and so I have a huge gash on my.
You're supposed to
on my-
wear pants when you're weed whacking.
Yeah, whatever. I don't
or
do it.
shin guards. Just go get yourself some shin guards.
So
from
my
the soccer
legs
store.
just look absolutely destroyed. Anyway,
Oh wow.
it was a fun time. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was not a fun time.
I think that's interesting because people will, in an effort to save money,
Mhm.
try and do some of those projects ourselves, right? I mean, I think everybody has that feeling of
Yeah.
I can
mean,
do this, I can
yeah.
get this done, I can, and you end up, time is money, so you end up
Right.
using your own time.
Well, I think
And it's like it might have been, and the job, and typically you're not an expert at it, so
Right.
then our quality of our work is not as good as
well,
somebody.
it was a weird situation because I started at 10, and Dad didn't get there until like 1:30,
Right.
and we didn't finish until 3. So I was practically out there the entire day. If he showed up at 10 with the chainsaw, we probably would have been done
Oh
by
yeah,
1
I
o'clock.
know. Yeah, you would have been done fast.
12. Like we would have been done. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was hot that day too.
The tree, it was funny because I pulled down the tree, right? Like the actual like tree when he cut it down. I pulled it down, but it was so dead that when he pulled it down, the rest of the branches that were still intact and a part of the tree, it looked like an explosion. They just went everywhere.
Oh really?
Yeah, like they went on the roof. It was nuts. Like
I didn't realize that tree was that tall.
I didn't realize how big it was either, to be honest with you.
I really did not think it was that big of a tree that you were taking down.
It sucked.
Now is it weird because you don't have any trees in your house? You need to go buy some trees.
I know. I need to go buy trees.
Don't
or
you
buy
think?
a tree.
It's
I
so
do. I need to go. Well, I'm gonna have
desolate
I'm
without.
gonna have somebody. I need to have the stump removed, and then I'm gonna have somebody come deliver a tree and plant it.
Are you going to put one back there in that same location?
Mm-hmm.
I think you need some in the backyard too.
No, it's okay. We don't need it.
You do. It would look so nice.
Yeah.
If people put trees in, then over the time, look at our neighborhood now. Like over the lifetime of the neighborhood,
I
it ends
know,
up
but-
looking really cool.
Whatever. I'm not gonna do it, but Madeline really wants to. But
See, yes, it'll get done then.
front yard is the only place where the tree is going.